Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio and Ben from NolanTCG.
Hello.
Lots of news to get through this week, but let's start with our week in Yu-Gi-Oh. Ben, how'd you do?
So I won locals on Tuesday and I lost to Jake today, so it kind of seems redundant. I lost to his absolute trash pile, so all of my...
How dare you? You lost to your own hubris is what you lost to. You're like, oh, anyway, I'll get into it in my game.
Yeah, I bricked game 1 and bricked game 3 and was like, I lost to Darrell, I just lose.
That's a very good point though, hubris.
So like, for context, when you know how I was starting out and I was like, I'll leave this card in my deck just to see what happens.
What was it?
It was the card that I had bricked on.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I was like, I had a bunch of cards to put in against Jake, but more to take out. So I was like, a lot of these cards are kind of redundant. I'll just keep these 2 in here. And then I drew one of them and was like, this is a dead card in my hand. Followed up with 2 other bricks. And I was like, I can bait 4 of these negations, but I can't bait 5.
Damn, Snake Eyes sucks.
Yeah.
Can only bait our 4 negates.
To be fair, 2 of the negations were like imperv evenly.
Yeah.
It was like Snake Eyes Ash, the Anima, because he put his Lightning Star and Darkness Dragon under the Anima column. And then it was Crash It, Imperm, evenly, Activate Field Spell. Nothing. Because the last 2 cards in my hand were fucking Diabells, so like the Illusion, and then Flamebush. So I was like, these cards suck.
Wait, you just couldn't summon the Debeals?
No, because you have to have a Simple Spoils Engrave.
You never Simple Spores Engrave?
You never got that far.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been great. That was the reason why I left it in, because I was like, if I see a Sinful Spoils, it's just a free summon.
Yeah.
Like, sure. But that trap for that combo has a grave effect.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible grave effect.
Wait, it's the dodge spell and trap negate destruction, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this has a set. Oh.
Yeah.
It has to be a set spell and trap card.
Yeah, like...
If it was a face-up, it was just a spell and trap card. Fantastic. So I could have bounced my field spell.
I'm sure there's a situation for it, but it is not. It's not an all-time.
No.
Worth keeping in mind.
But I won locals on Tuesday. Yeah. It's pretty free. I wasn't in condition to think much, so I was like, no, I'll play Snake Eyes. And it was pretty free. That deck is brain dead as fuck. Like, it does not take much brain cells to pilot Snake Eyes competently to win games.
Yeah, that's it. Like, going, oh, I totally fucked that up. Ah, it doesn't matter. I can just...
Yeah, it's
I know, I got 3 hand traps and I'll get them next time.
Yeah.
But that's where the hubris comes in. Where just so many times where it's just, ignore...
Like, today against Kurt, I was like, oh, damn, my hand sucks. There's like 4 hand traps in the field spell, and I was like, this isn't good at all. Top deck's Ash. This is great.
Bragg, how was your week?
No IRL games, just... did we cover us missing Duel Links Worlds?
Yeah, we missed we missed Rush Duel's Worlds.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, I'm definitely not touching the speed duel element.
Bragg just didn't realise that it ended when it did, because it ended 2 weeks before the other one.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Speed Duel's still going.
Yeah, I thought I had a week.
Rush Duel's
I thought I had an extra week. No, yeah. And then now I'm in Master Duel 1, not doing very well. Yeah.
Well, this one, it doesn't really matter if you're doing well. You just need to get to the next bit.
Yeah.
So you just plug along.
Yeah.
When's the... When do we get...
Next week.
No, when do we get the next retro thing?
It'll probably be after. I doubt they'll start the retro thing that we didn't find out about in bad sources.
It was on Twitter.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, someone tweeted it.
Okay.
You were meant to keep yourself separated from the situation, Jake.
I am still separate. I wasn't on the podcast. Anyway, yeah.
Because I only have like 20 days to complete that battle pass, and I'm refusing to touch the game. So...
Oh, wait. You
Why would you not go in now when it's free gems?
Yeah, the gem haul from...
it's free gems.
Yeah, well,
I should.
free. You gotta,
Yeah.
I'll grind it tonight.
You say grind, you're playing Snake Eyes in there. You're going to
Dude, I play Snake Eyes in real life.
Yeah, it's practicing for the Oceanics you're going to in like
I don't know.
2 weeks.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like...
Yeah, I guess.
Just take Max E out of your deck and then it's exactly the same.
It's
I don't even think I have Maxi in my deck, just because I literally built my deck from IRL.
Oh, there you go. See?
Right?
And who says you can't test for proper format in Master Duel?
I mean, yeah, all I draw is Maxi and Ash, just in the same hand constantly. It's like, well, can't play with this.
What
I
if
can
I-
stop you playing, but
What if I use Maxi and then I draw both my Poplars?
Does it trigger off drawing it?
No.
no.
Ah.
That's why I'm like, what if I draw my Poplars? Also,
run.
we're giving Despicable Me free branding here.
Run 3 Poplars. Yeah, Despicable Me overtaking Hello Kitty Yu-Gi-Oh!
Very quickly. It felt like
Yeah.
2 weeks that we had the
2 weeks.
little plushie
This
thing.
is my problem because Lucas got me all of them.
I didn't end up chasing any of them because I realised in person they look terrible.
They do look terrible, but if you keep them
Look
in the
awful.
box and display them in the boxes, looks great. You can think about how they're going to look.
Oh, there's a Game Boy game there now. That seems cool.
I'll put one of the sealed Game Boy games I got in Japan.
That is nice. I like the
You
way
should,
that's
you
displayed.
should be able to see that in there.
I mean, if Ben wasn't literally leaning into the
No, I think
you'd
I
see
think I
it.
went out of frame there, but yeah, you can see it for the most part on the podcast. But again, thank you to Lucas for getting me all of the pieces.
How about you?
Me. So Tuesday I played the same shit deck but did badly, and then today I played the same shit deck and did well.
Funny,
So
huh?
game 1 I versed Hayden, or round 1 rather. Summoned
What's Hayden
Vanity's
playing?
Fluffle.
Oh. He's been looking at other decks, and I was like, I wonder if he got one. while
Just
he was
looking.
away.
Just
Yeah,
looking.
Just look, no touch. Yeah, so played him first round, summoned Vanity's Ruler? Is that the one that lets you special but not the opponent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I summoned that in 2 of our 3 games. No, we only played 2 games. Sorry, my bad.
No, no. Some
Because
Vanity's Ruler,
he was
some is again.
unsure about like the whole King Sark situation. He could have outed the board and then I would have literally been top decking a Medora for turn. But
He just didn't pop the field, the King Sark.
well, he needed to crash in with the Horus first because like he'd set up access code and stuff and first popped the King Sark so that he could then get rid of the Imseti, but then Imseti sent the thing because the card left the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do? Round 2. Who did I verse round 2?
Loza.
Yeah, similar sort of things.
These are both floodgate decks.
Yeah, I floodgated him more than he floodgated me.
The Battle of the Sarcophagus. This?
No, he was on Dragoon Turbo today.
Damn.
But yeah, King Sark just doesn't give a fuck about Dragoon. Because you just ram into it. And then, yeah, our game 3, you held an imperm for the Vanity's Ruler, but instead I had Light and Darkness Dragon.
Yeah. Game 3, I had one hand trap and was just like, I'll just hold it until the end. And if he summons a floodgate monster, he summons a floodgate monster.
I mean,
He summoned the wrong floodgate monster, not the one that I wanted him to. I was like, that's a problem.
I can't believe
I was digging for so long too. If you'd imperm that, my turn would have been over. I would have had
Yeah.
Happy and Coach King, and that was it.
Probably should have.
Oh,
In
hindsight.
retrospect, here we are.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I've been on Master Duel doing the WCQ thing.
What are you
I'm up to. I'm playing Hawkist.
I also think the reason why I held the imperm was because I also just didn't really have any way to play. I top decked the Ash. The rest of my hand literally was just passing back to you.
Yeah, so if it weren't for the Ash, you weren't playing anyway.
Yeah, so I was holding imperm to be like, if I see a droplets, I can activate imperm, chain droplets, and then evenly.
Yeah. I mean, I had the set Imperial Iron War. So that was the thing.
Yeah, true.
Holy shit. He really has gone heel.
Yeah.
Is there a continuous trap you won't play?
Rivalry.
Yeah.
And
fair.
Gozen.
Well, because you just want to see him.
And Macro.
Well, macro does seem counterproductive.
Yes.
Except, what about the world where I evenly chain droplets, banishing the evenly monster?
That's how that works.
Yeah, and then you can't respond with a trap.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would low-key fuck me.
yeah, that'd have been cool.
Um,
A man can dream. Instead, he had a bunch of monsters that were useless.
yeah. On Master Duel, I'm playing Hawkist. I'm up to DLV 15 at the moment, so doing relatively well. So just need to get that a little bit further, which will probably be tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, it's fun. I really like it. Threatening to have, like, if you're going second, having an Imseti and a level 2 tuner, people like immediately read the room and they're like, this shit has to go. And then you're just free to play after that.
Yeah.
Is Plague Spreader something great for, like, are you playing Plague Spreader? To, like, get
No,
shit cards out of your hand?
no, the Vision Resonator is where I'm at, because you just want to, like, Vision Resonator summons itself, or like you pitch it and search the thing, and it's just free discard fodder pretty much all the time.
Okay.
And like a free summon as well, like even if you've just got Nightmare Orchestra on the board, you can special it and then you can go do your things.
Okay.
It does some things. The one thing I will say is that I need to remember about Gisu's tuner secret ability, if you like, because then I'd be getting to Baron and not Imseti, what's the other one? Dispater more often.
Okay.
Goddamn Dispater.
Instead, they banned Baron.
Yep.
Only in real life. Yeah. Muscle, she's free. So, moving on to the whole lot of news that we have. So, I guess we'll start with the Euro and UK Nats that were last night. So, I think both were doing 9 rounds of Swiss, was it? Or maybe more?
I mean, 9 rounds has been the standard. I imagine it would be the
They were
same.
both 9 rounds of Swiss.
Yes.
There is a day 2 for both events.
Yes. I believe starting in about an hour's time or something like that.
Yay.
Yes. At 3 a.m.
So, I'm looking forward to watching lots of Snake Eyes.
When did we give up on the fact that we always say that this is filmed at 3 a.m.?
Never.
There was a point in time where it ended at 3 a.m. every time we recorded it.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, those were fucked. I'm so glad we moved them to Sundays. Fuck me, Dad. So, we don't have figures for UK as yet, so hopefully we'll get those for next week's pod. But for German, they had 2,123 players in total.
That's a lot of players.
It is a lot of players. And I remember
Because
looking at
you
this...
can enter more than one... You can enter more than one national?
Yeah, I thought I saw someone on stream that I'm like, hey, hold on.
Correct?
Is that maybe why they held UK and EU at the same time?
It's not
Well,
EU,
it
it's
was-
German.
it was German.
German.
Yeah.
I'm
glad
not-
Uncle runs
That
the
seems
EU, it's
wrong
fine.
then.
If you're in Europe, can you enter two nationals the same year?
I'm going to say no, but
Okay.
we'll see.
'Cause that's a lot of fucking players.
It is a lot of players.
Yeah. Almost too many players. But yeah, so this is not the one this is them trying to qualify for then WCQ. Because it's
Yes.
a nationals level event.
Yes.
Yes.
But like, I'd assume they all already have their invite. Imagine how fucked it is with no pass downs at a nationals with 2,000 players.
Yep.
Like, if you're there because you're like desperately trying to get your invite,
Really, brag.
you just leave.
Yeah. Wait, because
Go Fest is on.
it's top 32. I mean, if it's this time in Spain, that means the event should be starting soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember, it's 6 o'clock in Paris.
Nope. And a preliminary breakdown of the 2,100 or so players. We've got 213 Snake Eyes.
Yep.
132 Voiceless.
Yep.
87 Labyrinth.
Yep.
75 Runic.
Yep.
61 equal parts Kashtira and Melodious.
That's not very many Snake Eyes for that many players.
No, that's what I thought. And then there's 1,494 other. So seemingly, if it was 60 decks or less, it just got put into a subcategory.
Which is a lot of numbers.
That's a diverse number of decks in a room. That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe people are just sick of playing Snake Eyes. They're just like, Sunday fun day.
Well, it could be a lot of people that, just want to go there and play a deck that they haven't been playing for the last 3 months. They've already got their invite, so they don't give a fuck. So they just brought in, like, I don't know, Melodious Horus or some bullshit.
Yeah, well,
I did notice on the stream for UK, they were literally just picking garbage matches to be like, it's 2 decks you haven't seen yet. They put on a 3-3 match. Like, these guys can't make anything. You've put Kashtira versus fucking Ancient Gear on. And you better believe the Kashtira player just went shift to shifter.
Shocking. They tried to put Crystal Beasts on round 2, but that's when the stream shit itself.
It didn't
Crystal
shit
Beasts.
itself. It never started.
It started for round 1.
wait.
Except for round 1.
Wait, so how many
Oh, so
cards?
Twitch worked for round 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many
Because
cards of Crystal Beast do we see? Sorry.
None. Zero. They went to put it on stream and they had technical difficulties, so they had to
think
go
the-
to their pre-recorded coverage.
The technical difficulties were probably the fact that they had not hit play on YouTube. Because I was sitting in the YouTube lobby waiting, and it was like 45 minutes after it was due to start. I was like, I'm gonna check Twitch.
It was working on Twitch.
Using the wrong stream key.
Yep.
Yeah, so from what I could see, yeah, like you said, they were trying in the UK to put on anything but Snake Eyes for as long as they could. Germans did not have that problem. They were happy to show Snake Eyes demolishing whatever decks that it came up against. I can't remember what deck it was versing when I was watching it, but I was like, this is painful. This poor bastard.
Yeah.
But we start with some news. There we go.
Use time.
So, a bunch of cards got announced from Rage of the Abyss. So we're going to just go over them quickly.
Quickly?
Well,
I'm going
if
to want
we
to chat
can.
about some of these cards.
Yeah, some of them we can. Some of them we can. Well, do you want to chat about Primordial at all?
Yes.
Well, we're not. It's not called that. It's called Raw Rock.
I hope to God.
Raw Rock.
I want them to call it Raw. I can't even say it properly.
Raw Rock.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to make a distinction between Raw Rock and Raw Rock.
Raw Walk and...
Raw Walk.
New food archetype, yay!
When's Raw Walk?
Anyway, so at
can
this
have, like,
stage...
Ghost patrons, because the food's raw. They die. It's great. It's a great ghost chef archetype.
I thought it was like a wok that roars at you.
They're more,
Yeah.
I guess, fiend chefs. So maybe you can have the fiend chefs versing the
When are we
ghost chefs.
When are we getting ghosts? Is that illusions?
No.
I feel like that's illusions.
Well, they should do like ghosts in the illusion archetype, right?
Yeah.
Well, whatever you call it.
Retrains of ghost tricks that are ghosts.
Yes. You heard me, Jerome.
Or just make
Well, you heard
like
me.
an illusion ghost trick.
Yeah.
Aren't they all just the same effect?
I'll make it an extender, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so the idea of this deck is that it kind of revolves around normal monsters because it only currently has one main deck monster.
Well,
This is like War Rock.
so since
they're
they
not normal
are
monsters, they're just bad.
since they are based off ores, the Luster Dragons, your what's the other one that also the Ruby
Luster Dragon
Carbonite? Yeah. Well, yeah. Now you got the Ruby Dragon, then you've got the Carbonite Dragon, that level 6
the
tuner.
Labradorite.
Yeah, Labradorite. Yeah. Like so, in theory, this is meant to, they're all rock dragons.
But yeah, a lot of the spells and traps seem to revolve around the types of normal monsters you have in your grave or on your field to give it benefit. I haven't looked into it too much, but it seems weird. It has some things it can do. Like if you can find a normal archetype to mix it in with, like immediately my mind goes to Magic-Key because they're sort of similar that they like normal stuff.
Yeah.
Does it have any way of sending cards to grave?
Yeah, I think a bunch of their stuff will like ask you to reveal a normal monster and send it and summon and blah 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 blah.
Okay. Because I was like, if they have like a brand infusion, that would not be that bad. Like a brand infusion of just two normal monsters.
Is that the two levels of support that we've like gotten to?
Yeah.
The deck either needs to have a brand infusion or it needs to have a poplar. Those are the two things it needs to have to be
Yeah.
relevant.
Yes. Like it's a fantastic way to get a deck started. Just be like, send 2 material from deck. Off you go. So 2 normal monsters.
Well, they definitely send from deck. Also,
Oh, they send from deck?
the one of the spells does.
Oh, good. That's much better.
Yeah, so there's definitely stuff it can do. I just haven't looked into exactly what that is. Next, I'm sure Ben will be very excited for this. 6am, getting a bunch of support. So they're getting 2 new main deck monsters. I think one's a tuner and the other one's not. No, they're both tuners.
Yes.
And one's a level 3, one's a
Yep.
level 2.
Yep.
Yes. They both free summon.
Which is good because we have too many non-tuners.
And one searches a quick play spell,
Yep,
and
which
the
is
other one
Great.
just as a 6-strike card. I don't even know what 6
I think that's also the quick play spell.
Yeah. Yeah. So the quick, yeah,
They're just telling you, search the quick play!
Well, yeah, the quick play spell's busted.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
it-
Like the synchros are fine. Like they're not the hero there.
I like Anishi getting one because that means we might see a promotion for most of them, which I like them repeating the same ones we do because having this many samurais in 6 samurais is a bit weird, but at the same time, I think we're still going okay.
In fairness, I think lore-wise, the previous 6 have died or retired
Yeah.
for the new 6 to come in. It's just because
The
you
secret 6 samurai.
Yeah, like there's different.
and legendary 6 samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now there's the evil 6 samurai.
Yeah.
yeah,
Evil!
what
Evil!
So what are these? These are the legendary Clasher.
What'd you just call me?
So what's
Keep
his
scrolling.
name? So 6 strike double
It's a
assault.
reborn. That's all that matters.
Yes, it is. Oh, if you
Reborns-
control 2 6Ms, you can do both.
The other effects like Book of Moon or some shit. It doesn't matter. You're reborning, Jake. You're reborning.
Yeah, I was like, why do you need to summon from hand when all of these normally just summon from hand?
Yeah.
If I'm playing a samurai that doesn't summon from hand, I won't, like, I'm
to
playing
get
wrong.
it out of my deck.
It is fantastic. It fixes this. I am looking this from the perspective of FTK. So
Quick disclaimer.
it
Shocker.
fixes the issues that have arisen from. There's so many things that this support fixes. It fixes the Assault Day problem of no longer having Assault Day to get the extra body out when you're doing the combo. Now you can just go straight healing 2, search a gateway, as long as you then have like the other 2 more extenders to keep going. Realistically now, like 1 monster, 3 monsters is now FTK. And I don't think the names matter all too much. I think they just need to be 3 monsters, and you're off to the races. Then you have the flip side of like the spell fixes the fact that your 1 reborn require you to banish 2 from grave. So now you also have access to that, and you have access to this as a reborn ability. Like overall, really good support. Really good support.
Through the lens of an FTK player.
Oh, even if you're not, you can set up the negates and shit. The only problem is, and it's the problem that 6 Samurai will just kind of have, is that you don't have a lot of space for hand traps in the deck. Because if you're playing space for hand traps, they're not extenders to blow your opponent out.
Where warrior hand traps that also extend.
Yeah.
We're jelly hand warrior.
Yeah, true. This deck's going to lose hard to jelly hand trap you, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you say lose, but like it implies that your opponent's going to draw more stuff.
Jelly hand trappy, they all summon from hand. Like, it's very rare that you're going to be like, I summon this from the deck. No, you're adding it and then you're summoning it. But yeah, really excited. Really excited for this round of support.
Really excited.
Really excited. Some of the
Next,
cards you can cut.
we go to the anime, and Bandit
great.
Keith / Joey Wheeler get some Metal Morph support.
Get Metal Zoa.
So the
love
Red
Metal Zoa.
Eyes is a negate. And the Zoa, I don't actually know what the Zoa does.
Just
Spell
searches.
Carder
It's
effect.
battle stuff.
Up to twice per turn, Spell Carder effect, destroy a card.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, that's not the Zoa, is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Zoa.
that's
it is
Naked
Zoa.
Zoa.
That's
but that
Metal
this
Zoa
is the
X,
other
and then
Zoa.
that's the Demon Lord Zoa.
Yeah, and then this one. So this is just a extender thingy, sure. And then you've got the Metal Copycat, which is sort of the starter for the deck. You needed to search the Metal Morph card and then change its thing to make it the thing you need to tribute.
Yeah,
for
but
the
it
thing.
only turns into a dragon off turn, yeah?
Yes.
I don't like the fact that,
Oh no, declare one monster type. This card becomes that type until the end of your opponent's turn.
like, this
Oh,
stuff
I
is,
must have been reading a busted translation previous then.
this stuff all runs in that issue of it relies on a trap for the entire deck to work. So therefore, 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Look, it's cute, but like the second it was anime related, you knew it wasn't going to be amazing.
The Red Eyes monster, does it require you to have used Metal Morph to summon it? Or to get the negate?
The new Metal Morph.
Well,
not
it can't
even
be
just-
normal summoned or set or special summoned except for the.
So you can't even like use it in Red Eyes decks?
No.
That sucks.
So yeah, the trap is like tribute one of the types that it needs to summon the correct one from the deck. It's like
Yeah.
a dragon or a fiend.
Yeah.
Currently, there may be more. Hopefully not. Please don't.
Even more.
Then there's
These
new
suck.
Time Machine as well.
Well, yeah, because Time Machine's...
Time,
Which I found out.
magic.
I found out with this release that Time Machine's also a Metal Morph card. Well,
Yes.
it's yeah.
So if a monster is destroyed, blah blah blah, bring it back. And then it
Wait,
does.
isn't that how he beats?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, because Red Eyes comes back in the Time Machine. No, is it
No,
Red Eyes?
No,
the
he
other
does the
one.
nuke, then he brings them back.
Yeah. And then
magic.
this one also has
Give him the claws.
yeah, it blows up stuff on the reborn of the monster, depending on what other shit you have going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, not amazing support. It's cute, but like
Having one of them activate it from deck would have been appreciated instead of having to rely on that extra turn. But yeah.
it is okay. Let's click the X's so that Ben's happy.
Yeah,
This card sucks.
This guy, yeah, there's a few in here that suck. So this one's like destroy a water monster to summon it to the same zone, and then you can destroy opponent's monsters in the same column.
It's not that bad, but it's bad.
It's not great.
Would have been great 10 years ago. No, 15.
Oh, yeah. Like, if your Nephthys gets impermed?
Sure, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a quick effect.
No,
it's
I'm
not.
just saying you can pop it.
Even then, like, I don't think most of the time you cared too much if your Neptibus got impermed because it sent the Dragooners cost.
True.
You didn't give a fuck.
Does this trigger those cards?
If they're destroyed, yes.
Okay. Good. Good.
So yeah, the one interaction I came up with is if you summon the Bad Unchained, which is a water type, you can pop it to summon this, and then it'll trigger the Unchained to summon from deck.
Or...
Hooray.
Wait, is that a Fiend?
No, it's a level 2 Water Aqua. Oh, he's seeing Water Aqua.
That's pretty good. I didn't think that part through. I kind of like it.
Now.
I've turned around.
I like
If
the
only they
design.
weren't going to ban Totally Awesome.
Yeah.
Surely not. Why?
Because fucking you make it off one card now. Like normal summon Swap Frog makes it again. So they're just going to fucking ban it. I can't have nice things.
Next.
So looking at this from an FTK perspective.
So looking at this from an FTK perspective, you do get to set up Toad on one summon.
Next bad support is the Dream Absorber. That's a level 2 Water Fairy. If your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard or banishment, special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when this effect was activated, or hand even if not, but destroy it during the end phase. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, it gains 1,000 attack immediately after it resolves.
But straight
Artwork-
up during the end phase.
The end phase.
Fuck.
Yes.
Doesn't even stay around the next turn.
No. Artwork is really cool. Card effects.
Yeah.
I agree, the artwork is cool.
Yeah, it's got like a Deus Ex Machina kind of vibe. Kind of looks like Galatea, to be honest. Then we get what seems to be like an extender for the Light and Darkness Dragon thing. I think
Yeah,
the
that
idea is
might
that
be
you're
it.
meant to
Yeah.
like make it after your fusion is out of negates.
When I started reading it, I was like, Super Poly target? And then I kept reading it, was like, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, it needs a light or dark dragon and then another dragon. If this card's fusion summon, target card your opponent controls up to the number of your light and dark monsters used as material and destroy them. I mean, you can still make
Yes,
it. It just
it
doesn't
is
do
your-
much for you.
Yeah, you can still slope up a board, but you ain't gonna do much after that.
And then if this card becomes banished, target a level 4 light or dark dragon monster you control, its level becomes 8. So if you banish this off like one of the little baby chaos dragons, make it a big one.
Sure.
Why?
Right.
No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the idea of it, again, artwork is cool. Kind of looks like a...
The idea of it's
Reverse
great.
Levy.
They just future-proofed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Damn
does look
them.
like a reverse Levy.
Yeah. And then next... Come on. We have a new Union card.
Oh, yeah.
Union Pilot.
The one Union card that's needed is banned.
So either equip it to an effect monster you control or unequip it and special summon it. If the equipped monster be destroyed by a battle or card effect, destroy it instead. Return this equipped card to the hand. Equip one banished Union monster to an appropriate monster you control as if it were equipped by that Union monster's effect, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand.
Okay.
Does it equip itself from hand, or does it have to be on field?
Doesn't specify.
No, it'll be field. It'll be on
it
field
would be
then.
fire,
Oh,
no, field,
God.
rather.
So how you... Alright, whatever.
Well, you use
Yeah.
the field spell.
Yeah. But still.
It's the same as Union Carrier. No. What's the current Union one? Union Driver.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Union Driver's better.
Well, this is alright.
Because you equip Union Driver from deck.
You can do it with this too.
Yeah, but then Union
do the
Driver
same
replaces itself, and then you can summon the card. And
It's okay. It'll all work out.
it's great.
If a light level 5 machine monster can't special summon from a hand, I don't want any part of it.
It does special summon from the hand. It literally says that.
No, itself.
Yeah.
After being on the field. I just asked you if it special summons itself from hand. It only special summons itself from hand after it bounces itself back for its union effect, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
return this equip card
Yeah.
to the hand.
Yeah, so it doesn't special...
Re-equip.
Yes, so it has to be on the field already.
You put it there.
We're
with
talking too long about this card.
It's a brick.
I think it's fine. I'm never going to play it, but it's fine. We have a new Morganite.
Yeah.
One of its effects is really good. The effect where it adds Morganite.
Yeah, the one you want.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing. Can't activate monster effects from the hand. Each monster each of your monsters can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. If your monster battles an opponent's monster, damage is doubled. Banish this card from your graveyard, add a Morganite card from your deck to your hand, then place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck.
Is it one effect only per turn? Like, as in you can only use the on-field effect and grave effect?
No, you can do both.
Oh, that's great. That's fine.
It's similar to the other Morganite.
Does the job. Does the job.
I saw... What's the highest rarity Morganite?
It's only got super.
Okay, yeah, because I saw one displayed in a singles cabinet. I'm like, oh, this might be a good pickup. I'm like, oh, it's only super. Why is this being displayed?
Because it's expensive. How
Yeah.
much was it? In that singles cabinet, how much was it?
There's no price tag.
We don't care about it. You're not going to do that much research.
No. I was just double checking.
Are we talking like $20 expensive? Or are we talking like $60
I
expensive?
think
$20.
yeah.
Oh, that's not...
There's not many on market.
Yeah.
No, because all the fucking scum players have hoarded them.
Well, maybe I've got somewhere to be tomorrow. Up the mountain to get Morganite.
The great land of Mossvale.
Yeah.
Then we have the announcements of the archetypes from Crossover Breakers. Well, at least the hints.
Did we even know the name of this set till
Yes, we did.
yesterday? Okay.
Because every time I thought about it, I kept thinking of Crossover Crisis.
Ah, yes.
Crossover breakers. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
Kind of doesn't make any sense.
So, the first archetype we get hinted at is Raziel. Xyz
This is
monsters.
the next deck building pack, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Xyz monsters that unleash energy made of shining light, burning flames, and booming thunder.
Oh.
So the first, or it seems that they usually announce the boss monster of each of the decks as like their highlight one, generally speaking. So that it
I
seems
feel
the
like
boss.
Vanquish Soul is different, though.
No, they went with the dragon.
Oh, I thought it was the dude. Yeah, fair enough.
So the boss monster is seemingly the Rise Old Deadener. So I feel like we probably won't have it called that. Just a guess.
It's the Lethaler.
The Unalivener.
You can't say that on YouTube, Jake. We've just been demonetized.
No, you can't
Normalize
say that
Japanese
right. You
names.
can't say the other one.
No, they've coded it now so that the next word that you say now is now demonetized.
Normalize Japanese
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
So what's the next one we have to go down to?
I don't know.
The Mortal Coil Shuffler?
Yeah, sure. They've yeah, they pivot.
Sure. Anyway, that's a whole other
Because
argument.
their argument is they don't want you talking about it full stop, not changing the fucking names. So that is add more names to the algorithm.
Anyway,
Welcome
next
to your
archetype
algorithm.
is called Malice. So this one uniquely has a different character-ish kind of thing in its name, kind of like Trickstars have. No, not Trickstar. Live Twin have the little star in their name. This one has an upside-down A in a lower or a smaller font.
Zeus support.
No,
That has A's.
it does, but
Two
they're
of them.
not upside down.
It's fine.
So Malice sees control of the mysterious digital universe using all sorts of codes.
Oh, no!
It's gonna be Cyberse.
It is going to be Cyberse, and it's seemingly based around Alice in Wonderland, because their boss monster is Malice Q.
We're gonna get sued.
Alice in Wonderland's out, it's in public domain.
Yes.
It's been public
Just
domain
like-
for fucking years.
Star Wars and the Wizard of Oz.
Well, Wizard of Oz is.
Just like Star Wars.
I mean, that should be in the public domain. They need to fucking sort that out.
Jake just professed he's a bigot.
What?
Wait, didn't you hate it? I
You
loved
learned
it.
here.
Well, I didn't love it.
See?
Have you seen The Power of One?
So their boss monster
He gets
is...
pissed.
It's so cringe.
Their
It's
boss...
not that it's shit, it's just that it's cringe.
Yeah. It is very much cringe.
So, their boss monster is called Malice Q, Hearts of Crypta. Queen of Hearts.
That's
What
metal.
about- when are we
I
gonna
like
get-
that.
The, I don't know. what
I'm
we
actually
say.
really keen for this. Yeah. Hopefully they're good.
Hopefully. I mean, the fact that they've
They're
made a
Cyberse, so they won't
Waminup...
be.
Oh, it's Cyberse and it's Whammon. I feel like there's a winning combination in there somewhere.
Nah, they'll be like, there's too many
make them
broken
shit.
salad support cards. We can't make these cards good.
Just don't make them fire.
Okay, sure.
Make them fire.
I feel like they'll end up being dark and light. I feel like it'll be a Chaos archetype.
Yeah, probably.
Wow, Jake's really going out for broke here.
Or fire and
They're
dark.
going to make dark monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, look, they haven't made a 7th attribute. No, sorry, 8th attribute.
Yeah.
There's 8th attribute. Spell cards.
True.
They have a different symbol in the top corner.
They do.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they'd played more into that, but
Spells are an attribute. Traps aren't.
And then finally,
no, I'm just doing that at him. You can keep
that's
going.
fine. Finally, we
Whatever
have
the fuck this is.
Ryuka or Langhua, high level.
These are going to be great.
I hope so. A high-level theme based around ascending to become dragons and centered around 3 dragons vying for supremacy.
They're going to miss so much timing.
You reckon it's going to be Yangzing, even though they're worms?
Yeah, it'll be dragon version. And they're
Oh,
gonna miss
so
timing.
there'll be mini worms trying to become dragons.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
The Yang Zing's trying to ascend to being dragons.
Or fish.
True. Gyarados teams, isn't it?
Well, that's the legend.
They're just going to miss timing.
Surely they don't make archetypes in 2024, verging on 2025. They've missed timing. Like, intentionally badly missed timing. Not like a when-hand trigger.
We'll find out.
Errata Dupe Frog.
So this one is called Genesis Longhua Guamba.
I'm impressed, Jake.
It's a weird looking thing, though.
1/16th of you will be proud.
Don't know what 16th it will be, but here we are.
Yeah.
The artwork of this one's really cool. I don't know what's going on with it. I feel like it has at least one too many legs.
That's what you think. Some would say it's got a perfect amount of legs.
I don't know when this is getting released in the TCG, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. At least based on the artwork alone, it seems relatively interesting.
We're getting in October.
Oh, okay.
I made that part up.
Yeah.
Even if it's around that time, September, October, November.
No, isn't it's the August deck build pack, and that's usually we get October, November.
Yeah.
Okay, I can deal with that because that'll be once like we start getting competitive again. I feel
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'll just. Hey,
Animation Chronicles has given us a new garbage card. This one
It's an Earthbound
is
Immortal. That's all you need to read.
Earthbound Godscar Red Nova.
Yep.
So basically, it either cheats out an Earthbound from your deck or extra deck, or it cheats out a Red Nova Dragon specifically.
Yep. You already read too much of it.
Yeah.
It said Earthbound Immortal. It's not the one that matters.
Something in Earthbound Immortal from deck will be cool. The Red Nova. Ugh.
Not so much. So yeah, we touched on the WCQs being there. Again, it's free gems. You have, I think it's like a little over a week before the stage 2 starts to get up to DLV max. So it's definitely worth jumping in if you just want to get some packs and stuff.
I'll do it.
Yeah, good boy. And then we have the announcement for the announcement of the OCG
yeah.
ban list.
Yes. So after we finish recording the podcast next week, the ban list will be announced shortly after.
Yes.
It always gets announced like
Oh yeah, it's Japanese
3
Standard Time. So
hours.
when does that? That's
2
translated.
hours after us.
So we 11.
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, no. We're not doing the podcast that time. I have
I mean,
to
I
edit.
definitely won't. I'll be coming back from Barrel, so I won't even be like locals.
Barrel.
Barrel.
Oh, you can go to the other card shop. The cool guys card shop.
No, I won't be doing that. I'll be busy all day.
If anyone from Southern
Busy
Highlands,
playing cards.
Bragg went to your local scene the other day and said it was really cool. So, good on you.
And then the Battles of Legend, Terminal Revenge. So obviously this has been announced for a little bit, but we have the full set spoilers here.
I've
Yeah.
seen so many fucking fake spoilers for this.
Well, yeah, this
One
one
of them got me hyped because I thought Fenrir was going to be in here.
Oh yeah, that was a very early one, and that just like seemed to hit heaps of markers of cards. Everyone's like,
Like, but that leak came out like about an hour before we got the released videos,
Yeah.
so it was believable. But yeah, no. No Fenrir. And thus,
so-
I will continue to not have Fenrir.
So obviously we're getting reprints of all the 4 terminal support decks. I don't think they've missed out any key cards in any of the archetypes. I feel like you've got majority of what you'd actually want to play, which is good because it sucks.
All
when,
the
like-
Inferno cards are in there, right? It looked like.
Yeah.
I don't think Feast was, but we got a recent
Oh, it
reprint of Feast. So
Yeah,
that
you
doesn't
got an
matter.
ultra rare reprint like a year ago.
Yeah, so we're good on that. So we have a bunch of them obviously getting quarter century rares.
New Void Imagination.
Yep.
The Dragon Ruler.
Yeah, we got a few of the imports and stuff as well. We got the Xyz for Supreme. No, what is it? Dragon Rulers?
When are we going to get Duel Links
Didn't you
Dragon
just say that?
reprinted?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
I said, yeah, we got the Xyz Dragon Ruler. Yeah.
Importantly, we got Phantom of Yubel. So, Fiend players rejoice.
Best card in the set. This set's pretty shit.
It's not amazing.
We
is
got
it?
every Sky Striker card, but the one that I could swear that Azalea has been out sooner than the one we're missing. Camellia?
Maybe we got Camellia, and you've just not realised.
Reprint of Substitute and End of Anubis.
Yeah, End of Anubis is cute, even though didn't it already have one?
Substitute has, for some reason, been bought out like anywhere listing pre-orders.
Interesting.
Yeah. Even though it's getting reprinted again, like, next week. It's in the Blood of Destruction, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's getting reprinted.
Sure.
But who's buying
Again.
Light of Destruction?
It's a good question.
Well, vendors won't be buying Light of Destruction, right?
Surely not. No
What
one
a
wants...
shitty set.
Do you reckon it's going to be modern print standards, and that's going to make the set fucking garbage?
Yeah. Are you tempted to get the Light of Destruction stuff? There's heaps of the old fairies and shit that you like.
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. What was the other one I
Harp
saw?
Horror.
Decatron getting a QCR. Harp Horror getting a QCR. That's annoying. Diviner getting a Ultra and QCR, which is great.
Opinions on the Blue Eyes card being exclusively
Yeah.
Quartzy Raresy.
I was getting to that. That's right down the bottom here. So there's a couple of cards that seem to only be in quarter century rare. So you've obviously got Dragon Master Magia, as well as the Ace and Ray Alt Arts only being in QCR.
That's okay.
Which we already have them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, less impactful, but for like the collectors that are like, give me all the Whammon cards, they'll be very upset about this.
It's fine. Those people will spend a lot of money on that.
Look, they chose their mission. Like,
They chose their hill they were going to die on.
yeah, if
And
you're
that
going
hill
off
was
the life-
Konami going, even if I just keep reprinting shit in high value, you're just going to buy it?
But
Fuck
what are
it.
the DeviantArt artists going to do if they spend all their money on QCRs?
Go back to listing their art for free on the internet?
I suppose. I mean, that's what they have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an amazing set. Like, it's got some key reprints for stuff, but like, I feel they could have put some more chase stuff in here.
It's a neat set, but I probably only want about $25 worth of cards out of it, so I'm staying well fucking clear of this.
I might end up trying to get together the Ritual Beast core.
Yep.
Like, I'm sure I have most of it already, except for the new stuff, obviously. I just don't want to have to chase it down. And it's going to be all over the place in terms of rarity and condition.
I don't
I'll
want to
just
have to
spend-
think enough to play that deck.
There is a lot of thinking to do, but also there's a lot less thinking in comparison to when someone drops Shifter on me in this deck, as opposed to every other deck I own.
Okay, drop.
That's the thought process I'm on at the moment. I'm sick of getting shifted.
It's fine, you just go past and then you imperm them and then they pass back to you.
I know, but the decks I have don't have hand traps.
There's your problem. Maybe that's the issue.
Well, there's lots of issues. I'm not debating that there's issues. I'm just trying to play around these issues as best I can.
Yes.
But we move on to questions. If you weren't aware, link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us those questions. The reason I've jumped in with my phone because I'll remember the order better.
Oh, that's fine.
So our first question this week comes to us from Crobat5, rather.
Crabber V?
Yeah, sure.
I will continue to make that joke every time.
Good, yes. Who would you rather as head of Konami? Kaiba, Pegasus, Chancellor Shepard, or Rex Goodwin?
I would never replace Jerome. Jerome's doing a fantastic job. You keep it up, Jerome. Good work.
Maybe Pegasus.
Yeah, as long as like,
Why vote him out?
are we assuming it's pre or post? I'm not getting my wife back, Pegasus.
Well,
Does he have 2 eyes? Or 1? Does he have to dig every time
One-eyed.
we go get support?
Well, no, he just started drawing them after that. He didn't have to dig. He digs on the odd occasion. He's just a.
You're telling me this whole card game's made up?
I know, shocking. That's why the 21st century, it's just stuffed full of woman cards.
who are also made up.
Eventually Pegasus got horny and lonely and he was like,
Well, yeah, his wife's dead. Have a heart, his wife is dead.
Oh well.
Because with Kaiba, you got to deal with dragon support, which is kind of where we're at anyway.
Sorry, he had to draw massive tits on them because he's only got one eye and his depth perception's off.
And then when he handed it to the English people, they were like, oh, it's a bit much.
So anyway,
Rex is a maniac.
I don't even know who Rex is. Who the fuck's Rex?
Fucking the head of 5Ds. The
That's
Way
why.
to out yourself for not watching 5Ds.
I will admit that freely. The only time
Oh.
I've watched it was here.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Going fast makes you feel alive, Jake.
I want to die.
Well,
I remember when that was at one episode when they said that instead.
Going fast makes me want to die.
that was me watching the bloody Psychic versus Lunar episode. I think I've whinged about that enough. When Regulus. And the last one was Chancellor Shepard, who is terrible.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the dub that makes him seem like an absolute fuckhead. Not even like a malicious fuckhead. Like, he just seems like a dopey
He's
fuck.
incompetent.
Yeah.
Man loves his NDAs. Just can't trust that.
No. Next thing you know, he's pooping on his friends.
We can go with Pegasus.
Yeah, look. We'll stick with Pegasus. Next question from Will Shifter You.
Yes.
If you could bring back anyone from the dead, who would it be and why?
You can bring
Edgar
back,
Allan Poe,
you can
so I
bring
can
back
hear him
Pegasus'
complain some
wife
more.
to get less waifu cards.
Yeah, true. Unless he just makes a whole archetype about her.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Cecilia.
That's it. I knew it was some fucking stupid ass Victorian name.
You said you're bringing back Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Why haven't we gotten any Edgar Allan Poe archetypes?
I'm fairly sure he's the entire inspiration for the base set of the game.
Huh?
I don't fucking know.
I was gonna say that feels like a
Yadagarasu's definitely from him.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, I'm going to look into the spirit monsters later in case that is a thing.
Yeah.
Did he draw some weird looking... Well, I'm not going to say
rabbit
that.
on a rocket.
Was
Yeah,
he
let's
scared
go with
of
that.
rocks that didn't let him do things?
You looked like you needed saving.
That dragon is a weird looking
Yamada
dragon. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of them are based on Hindu mythology.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Azura makes sense.
Yeah, Asura priest and Inama white rabbit.
Yeah.
I feel like a few of them are Hindu. At least the early stuff was vaguely Hindu.
What's Dark Dust Spirit?
Or maybe just like mythology in general or spirits in general, because that's more a like South
Oh,
American
yeah, it's not
type
in
thing.
that one. He's gone.
Yep. I have 1,000 miles stayed there.
Who else would we bring back from the dead? Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it just asks for too much trouble. Like bringing people back in the dead in all these shows has caused heaps of trouble.
Actually, I
Yeah.
kind of want Diana to come back just to see what the fuck that's going to do to the royal family post Elizabeth.
She'll show back up and be like, huh.
She can only come back as a dual spirit, though, who has to accompany you.
Which of her two sons do you think she would follow? Or do you think she'd just haunt the fuck out of Charles?
Yeah, that one.
Scare Camilla down the stairs of Buckingham.
That's why they don't go to France.
I don't think...
I don't think she ever left France.
What? No, I'm saying...
No mother in
Yeah,
their right.
that's what I'm saying. That's why the royal family doesn't go to France.
Well,
She
that
haunts the
and,
fuck out of them when they go.
and that because it's France.
Yeah, they were friends for a little bit of time.
Were they?
Yeah, during the war. When France, stopped being owned by France. Sorry, French people. I don't respect you.
Why did you do that? I feel like you were going to say namaste.
That's French.
Namaste out of the tunnel. Oh, we have so many questions that we're already so far off the rails.
Yep.
Next, next question comes to us from, again, Crobat5. Which of you three would eat more food at a restaurant cafe?
It's going to be close between me and Bragg.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We order out a lot.
Yeah. I
Oh,
can
hang
eat a
on.
lot.
Could eat. Yeah, no, okay. So it's saying, like, when you go out, who eats like a slob, effectively.
Oh. I thought it was eats the most. I thought it was just an
Well,
eating
yeah,
contest.
could eat. Yeah, well, that's what it is. And I
Yeah.
don't think eating more food makes you seem more robust and gentlemanly.
What? I thought this was an eating contest.
Yeah, that's effectively what it's saying.
I'm
yes.
saying that me and
So
Bragg would
I'm
whoop your ass in an eating contest.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't
Why are you trying to change the subject?
I don't stay this shape by eating a lot.
No, you just don't eat your vegetables.
Yeah, that too.
Look, the actual stomach organ that I have is quite small. It's just I retain the energy too much.
He's a low GI man.
Yeah, and it's kind of
I
makes me
can
sad.
eat so much fucking food.
Yeah.
In the right conditions, I can eat a lot, but even then, it's not as much as him.
Like at the all-you-can-eat places, usually I'm one of the early ones to tap out.
Like, I eat a lot and I eat it quickly.
My problem is I get bored. I get bored of eating food
You
sometimes.
gotta eat faster. Eat at bend speed.
Anyway,
Then you need the veggies to help digest it.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I don't eat much. Because your stomach's so small. Because it's like, we have to stay small, otherwise the veggies don't have space.
Next question
So
is
Ben's
again.
winning that one for the record.
Yeah. Next question from Crobat5. With some new Blue Eyes support coming out in the future, do you think that Konami would ever print some support for Flame Swordsmen, like giving them an Xyz or a Link Monster?
Didn't they just do that like 6 months ago?
Yes,
Yeah, they did.
They got all that stuff. You should look into it. It's not good.
It's garbage.
But it's there.
They have a Link monster. They got more fusions. They're shit.
They technically have 2 links, don't they?
Yeah, well, they got one years ago. Like 4 years ago?
Yeah, like it's not good, but now that you have his old, like, that's all you got.
But what was the real question? What was the start of the question? The part that we answer? Before we mock this man?
Do you think that they would get support?
Oh.
More?
They did.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe, actually, because the OCG hasn't got it yet, right?
Kuna
Yeah,
would change.
it was TCG. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so being a TCG exclusive, there is potential that OCG will fix it.
And off the top of my head, they didn't do the Blue Flame Swordsman stuff again. So they can, there's other colours, so we can go that way.
I like how they just
Another
released,
5 years, we'll probably,
they only released Blue Flame Swordsman and be like, see, here's the main deck one.
yeah.
Next question.
Next question from Tuesday's Noob. Which is the second best deck of this format, ignoring the different
It's Tenpai.
Tenpai's variants? First
Melodious?
is pretty obvious, but
Huh?
there are a bunch that could claim second based on tops and wins and power level.
It depends.
Yeah, that's.
Depends on
I
what
was
day
thinking
of the
about this
week.
the other day. But this is the thing I was thinking about the other day. Like, it's kind of like F1. Like F1 at the moment, you pretty much have to ignore Max Verstappen and you're looking from second place down because he's just like, if he gets in front, he's way in front. Just a brief reference. It's kind of like that in
Why
Yu-Gi-Oh
don't I
at the
just crash
moment
into him?
because that's
They need a designated
illegal
crasher.
and expensive.
Ah, it's
The
fine.
cars cost many millions
I'm
of
sure
dollars.
losing is also
I mean,
expensive.
I mean,
Why,
if you look at
why don't we just tear up every Flameburge?
We
mean-
tried that, remember?
Yeah, we tried that with Josh, and then someone fucking broke the streak and gave him a
Yeah,
fucking Mega
Luke.
card. Not that that matters; he never played it.
Yeah, true. We were like, don't give him the commons. He got them. Played
Fire
it.
King Snake Eyes, second best deck.
He said ignoring the fucking variants. Listen to the question.
No.
Anyway, the point I was getting at,
At the
is
moment,
that if
Tenpai.
you,
Because everyone's playing lab, and the lab guys are countering Snake Eyes, so therefore Tenpai better.
I don't know, like, I get that Tenpai is very good, and if you give them like a window, they can win. But I've never felt it that badly in my very few, admittedly, matchups against it.
If you took Snake Eyes out of the meta, Tenpai is the best deck. Because Tenpai then just plays board breakers. And they fucking wreck those other decks.
Yeah.
Simples.
I don't know. But yeah, if you ignore Snake Eyes as a deck in the format right now, the deck, like, diversity would actually be great.
Scrap Snake Eyes.
Stop saying Snake Eyes variants.
I find it really funny though that before we had Snake Eyes, people were complaining that the meta was too diverse and you couldn't pre-plan for any deck.
It was
And
very wide.
I don't think it's the same people. I think we just have like 50% of the player base is
definitely,
one way, 50 is the other way, and they just both arc up.
The YouTubers and pro player base were like, it's too diverse. When you go to a major event, you can't prepare for your matchups properly. You can't side properly. Your side deck's got to be too wide. And now it's just Snake Eyes, and people are like,
But it's not.
it's terrible. It's not diverse at all. We
Well,
need
the
more
top tables
diversity."
are, but as we saw in the German results, there's only still 200 Snake Eyes players in a room.
There's probably going to be 20% of them in Top Cut.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck. Next question is from 656. Why do you chase certain cards? Is it about a rarity bump? Is it because it looks cool? A meta staple? Preempt a incoming meta? Useful in your current deck or for nostalgia?
All of the above. Although I find normally now I don't really chase cards.
I haven't chased like card in a very long time. Like I'll casually look for stuff. Like
Yeah.
Edison's the prime example. Like I was like browsing eBay and it was too difficult, so I stopped.
Yeah, eBay is painful for that kind of shit.
Like I found that like I was needing 3 at the time, and no one would have more than 2. So then I'd have to pay shipping for 2 different people. I was like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, like pretty much everyone on these. One that I feel like I'm going to get into again soon is nostalgia. Looking back on like cards that I wanted years and years ago. The main one I saw when I was looking on Card Market, I think it was the world promo of Parrot Dragon Super. I kind of
It's
want
not that expensive.
No, it used to be back when I was only aware of eBay. On eBay, it was many, many hundreds of dollars,
Yes.
and I didn't want to pay that.
Yes.
So I will look into that at some point.
Okay.
Next question is again from 6R6. A lot of our questions are from 6R6.
Thank you.
Yeah, very much.
Because we yelled at him last week to leave more questions.
True. What is something else, non-Yu-Gi-Oh related, that you are passionate about?
Shoes. I'm fairly certain I have some kind of obsessive compulsive disorder. So like, whenever I realize that like something's interesting to me, I will just spend 3 months just being like, this is everything in my life. At the moment, it's cooking.
Yeah, you are in a bit of a cooking streak, aren't
Yeah,
you?
well, I'm definitely on a cooking spree. We're starting to fill out things in the house that are good for cooking. I'm starting to adventure a little bit more into the cooking space. It's great.
It's golf or cured meats. That's the only way to go.
Yeah, true. You are that age now.
Yeah, true. What if I cured me on the golf course?
What if you cured golfers? Sounds like mass murder.
Nah,
It's probably best not
it's too lean.
Too messy.
Yeah.
What else do I like? Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's right, yeah.
The thing that you've been doing during the podcast.
Again, it's 6 o'clock in Paris, Jake.
Yeah, look. I'll have a shower, I'll prop the phone up, and just corner of my eye, I'll be going, orange invite, let's go.
Must be nice.
Oh, gotta step out. Well, sometimes it's like... That's not photos, that's me tapping. Tap, 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 tap.
Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, Pokemon stuff. Oh, wrestling. Bit of footy.
I
Lot of wrestling. Like,
play a lot of basketball.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, last few years has been a bit basketball related too. All this stuff is somehow jammed in their head. Badly.
Just imagine. It's so painful knowing Spain pick and roll as well as Snake Eyes combos. Oh.
I haven't really got any sort of side passions at the moment. I
Just
should
talked
change
about
that.
F1, Jake. You're the F1 guy on this podcast.
No, I mean, yeah, in comparison to you two, but it's still not nearly as much as I used to be. But even then, like, I used to play piano. I used to go to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
I used to play Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. I haven't done any of those in a very long time.
Jake
So-
doesn't like boys. Jake likes cars and money.
But yeah, at some point I will need to rejoin a gym, and I will bring the PS4 back from my parents' house. Maybe even get a PS5. Maybe splash out. Actually, I think if Kingdom Hearts 4 releases,
we all know, Jake. It's not going to be 4. It's going to be 3.8.
and that's fine. I'll probably still buy it. I've bought most of the other ones.
Okay.
I bought 2.8 and 2.9.
There was a 2.9.
Yes, there was. I think 2.9 had other stuff attached to it though. Like it was a few different games, and then like a preamble to 3.
This was your Kingdom Hearts podcast.
Look, we couldn't even cover like the prelude in about 10 episodes. There's so much going on in that lore.
Well, are you going to play them when they show up in Lorcana?
No.
You will.
No, I actually won't.
You will.
Look, they banned my one thing in Digimon, and I dropped it like a fucking brick. I'm not jumping into Lorcana, which is seemingly the most boring and expensive card game that's out there.
Even the people who play Lorcana don't want to play Lorcana. They
Yeah.
just want to open
They just want to
packs.
crack packs and sell them for fucking thousands.
It was so funny to realize that I was like, oh, none of you actually want to play this card game because it's boring. You guys just want to open packs.
Which, yeah, that's trading, like
Yeah.
trading cards. I don't know.
There's a box of the newest Pokemon set located just off camera here. Fairly sure they're Tom's. He just wanted to open packs and then he just left it all
they are
here.
too.
I should probably check them. I was meant to take some of the
It's been here for
bulk
weeks.
out of it. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't-
look.
If you apply the same rule to that as you do with alcohol, it's technically yours.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's definitely gone, oh, take what you need
The
from that.
tax
I'm
man
like,
cometh.
my Pokemon cards are way tucked under everything else.
I don't care about that card game anymore. Since I actually actively played Pokemon, and I don't care to ever play that game ever again.
Pogo's better.
Yeah.
Next question, again from 6R6.
We can bank some for next week if you want.
That's fine. Read them all.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, no, we're nearly done.
got a long podcast?
What is your
It's
favourite
fine.
card from the past that was, but is no longer, a meta staple?
Dunisha Elephantus.
That was not a meta staple.
It was a tribute summon.
That's not the question.
Tribute summons were good.
I like Raikou. I'm ignoring all my default answers and just I've been thinking about Raikou a little bit, and just that card was so good.
I miss Goki.
I miss Phantasme.
Well, you can play that from time to time.
Yeah, but it's not a staple. Like,
Yeah.
against some matchups, you just won't see it. Whereas, like, in its heyday, 19 times out of 20, you got to summon your fucking thing. Or they had to use an Ash to fucking waste it.
Yeah, I guess.
God,
Now
I
I'm
hate
just
that.
sad about Goki.
I hate
I
it.
loved Goki so much, but for some reason my brain doesn't remember playing it much. Like, I played that deck a lot. I played it for like 4 or 5 months. I won a Worlds tournament with that deck. Yeah, I'm just like,
That's when I stopped
my brain's
for a
just...
little bit.
I
Yeah,
haven't
that
bought the
was
playmat
not-
for it.
I mean, if you want a fun thing to play before you get into heavy Oshi's testing, there's your answer.
Oshi's is in 2 weeks. We're already in heavy Oshi's testing.
Sure.
But
Yep.
yeah, I was going to mention this earlier. But with Six Samurai Sport coming, we're going to definitely have 6 months of me just being able to show up to locals with an FTK.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Hanawada in the side.
It'll just be me again.
It's okay, right? I'll teach you to FTK. I'll teach you the ways.
Oh, I'm going to play Gimmick Puppet.
Christ.
Woo!
Actually, I'm going to have to play Hanawada, aren't I? Next question is again from 6R6. How often do you clean your kitchen scissors?
I clean our kitchen scissors on the weekly. Yes.
I pretty much clean them every time I use them.
Yeah, if there is any residual stuff on them, I will wipe it down.
Yeah. I give them a deep scrub if they're ever near any raw food.
I don't know if we use... Yeah, we definitely don't use our kitchen scissors to, like, cut into chicken breast and stuff. We
Oh,
just
no.
slice that up.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's cutting, like, a packet of something and it's just got some powder or some oil on it, I'll still wash it down.
Like if I cut open like a bag that's had meat in it, regardless of what meat it is, those get scrubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last question comes to us from IR Cool Guy.
Hey.
Why Konami still not put Ding Dong in Battles of Legend?
Well, you see, Ding Dong Doodle was in. Are we talking about Denglong or are we talking about.
See, it's taken me a very long time to figure this out. He means Denglong.
Oh, that's because they're going to get reprinted in the deck build pack with the other cards that miss timing.
Yeah.
Wait, Denglong doesn't miss timing, does it?
Yeah, but everything else that it does misses timing. I even think the card that you send to then pop off later misses timing. If you don't do it right.
Just do it right.
Exactly.
Do it right the first time.
Yang Zing players. Am I right?
But that does conclude us for this week. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're listening, feel free to favourite. Jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
Bye.